he do? So, hello everybody. Today Ben is playing a game of Detective City of Angel. At the start, this game is a one versus all, where one is controlling the board, the scenario, and everyone in it, while the other player are playing detective, trying to solve this scenario. So I will be installing that. So as a solo player, I don't have all the information. Um, it will be written in a book. So I'm telling that I have four actions I can do per turn. First action is moving. By moving, I will have my character here, my meeple, and I will be on the board. So if you can see, the board is divided into five neighborhood, regions, section, zone, whatever you want to call it. Each is divided by a line around its border. So if I am at 83, for example, and for one move I can go anywhere within the same area. So I can go up to 16, 198, 80, no problem. If I want to go, let's say, to 41 right here, I need to stop at a location bordering those two zones. So for one move, I have to stop at, let's say, for example, 82, then go to 41. On the board, there will be a meeple punch-out character of important people for the case. Uh, and represented for my next action, I can question. So I need to be on the same location as one of that suspect and questioning. So for questioning, since I do not have all the board, I have the character here and all card on top. All information relating to the scenario are representing by card on top of the board here that start face down. When I gather the information, I will be revealing face up and installing them and showing you what's representing. So let's say I want to talk to one character about card number A. I will be directed to a number that I need to find on this chisel book. I need to find the phrase with associated with that number, not the page. And I will have a story telling me what that character know about that specific card. Before after that, sorry, I can decide to push it. If I feel that that character did not tell me the whole truth or is hiding something, I can push it. When I push, I will be directed to another phrase that I will be reading, and after that, I will have three results. Result 1, it will point me to another location that may have other information. When that happens, I will be putting a red cap here. This is not part of the game, it's just for me to say that there's some information, let's say for example, on 14 right here, that one of the character point me that something's related to the scenario is at that location. When I decide to go there, I will be replacing by the green cap, meaning that I've been there and there's nothing else for me to gather. Option 2, it can give me other information on top of the card. Let's say, yeah, I know about that, blah, blah, blah. Here's the knife that kill or here's something for helping me on the scenario with another card. Option 3, I will have gain is stress. Stress are representing by those three people here. When I gain one, I will be flip it on the other side. When all three are flip out, on the side right here, you can see there's a tracker also right here on my map. I start at 12. I have 12 turn, representing by this black circle here, to solve that crime. And at turn 0, I have this final guess here. When all three stress tokens are face up, the final guess will be moving up one turn. So it start at turn 0, go on turn 1, turn 2, etc. At the beginning of my turn, or at the beginning of a turn when the token round counter is on top of the final guess, I need to solve it. For solving, I need I will need to gather my suspect that you have a number with the weapon representing by a card on top, also by number, and a motive. I have a list of motive. When I adding that, it will give me a number to read in that book. And if it start by the captain invite you to his office to congratulate you about blah blah anything relating to the scenario I'm playing, I won. If not, final guess go down on turn 0, turn token go up on turn 3. Then I have 3 more turns to solve that crime. It can happen twice. After the second time, the case is cold and I have failed. Uh, Next action, I can search the location. All locations are representing by a number from 1 until 100. If I want to search a location, again, I will be pointing at a number. This is where my red cap representing. So 14 and information, I need to go on 14. If there is not a punch out character, nothing important, or I can search and it will give me some information. After that, like I said, I will be putting either a green cap or a punch out of another character that was hiding at that location. Again, if I have a cap at 14 and I decide to go search 74 at the other side of the map, I will be gathering information about 74, but nothing relating to the scenario that I'm playing. Last action, search suspect. This is very important. Sometimes character will have something hidden on themselves, and I need to do a pat down to search them, or they will be giving me something related to the scenario. So, today's scenario, it is called The Black King. His future was bright until a killer took his head. So, I will be installing the face down card and be ready to play. Okay, I'm ready. I'm set. All scenarios start with the debriefing, telling the story and revealing the card. So, the Black King, which is a hard boil, should be a difficult one. Case ID DCOA09, Detective Briefing. You think you've seen everything in the city, but then you see something like this. They got the name wrong. They should have called it the City of Demon. Some kid found him up behind the Hollywoodland sign. Place the crime scene marker at 29. So, we have this red circle representing the crime scene. It is at the Hollywood sign 29 on top here. Tom Dillinger, local politician and by all account front runner for the next mayoral race, flip case card A. So my first piece of information, card A, is the victim. Let me clarify. They found most of Tom Dillinger. His head was no longer attached to his body and is nowhere to be found. They only made the ID because his wallet was still in his pocket. In case any of you Nancy's were planning to squeal to the press, keep your flapper stitches tight. We're keeping that grisly detail from both the public and the family. And by family, I mean the Spades. Spade Construction is the biggest building contractor in the city. They've built everything from Wrigley Field to the Olympic Stadium. Franklin Spade is the owner and patriarch of the Spade Empire. Flip case card B. So, card B. Franklin Spade, businessman, has a shrewd piercing gaze. His right arm is in a sling. Okay. He has root and connection to every major industry and organization in Los Angeles, City Hall, the press, and even the mob. Dillinger was married to Franklin's daughter, Madeline, who that's where the Spade connection come in. Flip case card D. Card D. Madeline Spade Dillinger. Beautiful in a harsh, angular way, the Spade family resemblance is striking. The Spade dominates every existence beyond industry. Archie Spade is considered the city's best surgeon. Flip case E. Card E. Archie Spade, surgeon. His face is twisted into a permanent frown, grim, stoic, and impatient to return to his rounds. And his wife Veronica is an up-and-comer who is Hollywood's latest flavor of the week. Flip case card F. Card F. Veronica Spades. Lounging beside the pool is not hard to see why she's the talk of Tinseltown. She has yet to star in anything noteworthy, but gossip rags are trumpeting her as the next big thing. I've received a call from every damn one of them wanting to know how the investigation is going. Being spades, I'm sure they don't give a flying squirrel ass about Dillinger. They just want to ensure their business interests and reputation remain intact. The spades are a viper pit that I want you to wade into hip deep. You can find Franklin at the office of Spade Construction down at Bradbury Building. Place Franklin Study at 48. So, like I said, every important character has a meeple punch out here. So, he is at 48 right here. Madeline, the newly minted widow, is at her and Dillinger house in West Alley. Place Madeline Standy at 5. So Madeline is at location number 5 right here. Archibald is at Alley General. Place Archie Standy at 54. So Archie at 54. And Veronica is at their sleek beachside mansion out by Point Fermin. Place Veronica Steady at 85. So she is at the bottom right here. A few more details about the crime scene before I cut you loose. A Smith & Wesson 38 Special was found at the scene next to the body. Flip case card H. So, card H. A Smith & Wesson 38 Special. A single chamber is empty. Okay. A single bullet has been fired. There was also a woman's shoe, a bright red high-heeled size 9. And apart from Dillinger missing noggin, here's the really strange part. In the dirt where scratch the word "find us to find me" and will and as well as 3 symbols. Flip mystery card 1. Sometimes the scenario will have mystery card. These are not information that I can ask character about. It's just information. Find them to find me with a cross, a leaf, and a diamond. Okay. So those cards I will be putting next here to see what I can find. Hell, if I know what any of this mean. Get me the sick piece of trash that did this. I want them to rot in at Terminal Island for the rest of their pathetic life. So, last thing for me to do is place my character. I need to start at a police station, which are the blue number dotted everywhere. Um, mm, mm, mm. Hmm. I think I will be starting at 27 here, Hollywood. And when I gather information, I will be writing it down on this piece of paper, which will help me understand what's happening and where to I go next. Okay, so I'm checking that card right here. Find them to find me. I have a cross symbol, a kind of flower, and a diamond. I'm looking at the map. I don't see the baseball. I know that in the briefing they gave me information about the Olympic Stadium and City Hall. I did put a red cap on it. I have a church, Ocean Park Amusement Park, Boulogne University, Wingreef and Wingreef Field. So yeah, maybe not starting there. Find me to find me. So if I move one, search, move, I'm there. I'm sorry, no, I don't think I will start there then. Or yes, I will start at Hollywood. And as my first action, I will be moving to the crime scene and searching the location 29. Just in case, 29, I go on 1052. You go over the crime scene again, paying special attention to the strange symbol scratched in the dirt. In a flash of inspiration, you realize that the symbol might refer to location around the city. But where? Yes, okay. A cross is a church, a leaf, it's a garden, and the diamond is the baseball bat. So I will be moving to 38 here and moving to Wiggly Field. Then I end my turn, go down on turn 11, and while I'm here, I will be searching Wiggly Field 44. 44, I go on 246. It was a good hunch that the diamond drawn in the dirt referred to a baseball diamond, but you find nothing to help you with the case. The symbol must be tied to another location. So I replace it by my cap, so my green cap, meaning I've been there. Okay, then I will move to the Olympic Stadium, then search the Olympic Stadium, which is 42. I go on 651. Visiting the Olympic Coliseum brings back fond memories of watching Eddie Tolan win the gold in the 100-meter when you were a kid. You enjoy the nostalgia but quickly move on. There's nothing here to help you solve the case. Okay, so nothing there. Okay, do I go start questioning? Or there's a church near. So I will be moving to the Cathedral of Santa Vibiana. 55. And my turn. Reset my 4 action. Go down on turn 10. Then I will be searching location 55. Go on 383. The priest shake his head when you speak to him. No, nothing unusual around here. Have you thought about visiting McCarthy Memorial 20? They have a big cross out front that might match what you're looking for. Okay. 20, 20, 20. Another church, the other church. Okay. I think I will go. So move 1 to 19, move 2 to 20, search location 20, and 20 I go on 401. The church is mostly empty, but you sit in one of the pew and look around. Before long, the minister comes up and sit beside you. I was giving instruction to say to anyone who look out of place that this would help them find the Black King. The minister and you a playing card. Look at mystery card 2 and 3. Oh yeah. Okay. So, mystery card 2. I am dug with a spade for the cold and the dead. And when time has run out, I'm a spade's final bed. Where am I? 10 of spades, black hide. Okay. Then mystery card 3. Fear not my. 10 of spades, front side. Okay, so that's the front side, and that's the back side of the playing card. So the 10. Okay, that is very interesting. Okay, so if I read again, I am dug with a spade for the cold and the dead, and when time has run out, I'm a spade's final bed. That sounds like a cemetery. At 20, I've been here. There's Englewood Cemetery at 23. So I reset my 4 action, go down to turn 9. I will be moving to Englewood and searching the cemetery at 23. I go on 877. It doesn't take you long to find the spade plot. It's the largest one in the cemetery, ready for Franklin or whichever other spade bite the dust first. In front of the massive headstone is a freshly dug grave, and inside is a rifle, the barrel warped and misshapen. Look at K. Okay, so letter K. A Winchester Model 70. The rifle barrel is bent and mishap. Found at the Englewood. Okay. Okay, so since I am here, I am between 2 locations of interesting people. But the guy said Black King. Black King. Mm-hmm. Okay, I will be moving and moving. 23. Going to see the Franklin dad, father, the patriarch of the story of the family. So I reset my 4 action, go down on turn 8, and I will be asking question. So I need 1, 2, 3. Okay. So first, Franklin, I will be asking about his son-in-law, 59. Tom had been involved in some shady business, dirty under the table deals. Talked to his colleague at City Hall, 46. They'll be able to point you in the right direction. 46. Okay, City Hall is right next. Uh, I will risk it. I will push it. 1049. You can tell Franklin is seething beneath the surface, so you probe a little more and he erupts, his face turning red with rage. Tom was like a son to me, closer than a son, but he ruined me. The arrogant bastard, he ruined me. Look at L, King 1 leverage over Franklin. Okay, so card L. Spade Construction is on the verge of declaring bankruptcy. Interesting. And 1 leverage on him because he was lying to me. Okay, then I'm gonna ask about the the pistol. Letter H, so Franklin. Letter H, 427. And I'm gonna risk it and use a leverage. I believe that's my gun, detective. I reported it stolen a week ago. You can verify that at the downtown station, 51. I made my report with an officer Burroughs, I believe. Okay, so 51, police department. But I did push it, so I go to 50, 50. Well, there's no way you could know every person on the force. You're very familiar with the officer that works out of the downtown office, and you've never heard of Officer Burroughs. You mentioned that to Franklin, and he began backpedaling. No Burroughs? How strange. Yes, now I recall, detective. Please understand, Madeline didn't mean to do it. It was an accident. I think the gun just went off. He realized he's saying too much and laughed nervously. Look at me rambling on like a crazy person. Gain 1 leverage over Franklin. Okay, so Madeline shot him by accident. Okay, then I'm gonna ask a third question about the warp gun. Letter K on 167. And I'm gonna use my leverage again. Let me see that. Yes, this is a Winchester Model 70, a classic hunting rifle. Personally, I prefer a Marlin Model 336, but this is a good weapon. Shame what happened to it. Yes, I did push it, so 1046. Franklin is hiding something, so you press him further on the rifle. He pales when he realizes you're not going to let the subject go. Where did you find that? I could have sworn that. He quickly shut his mouth and refused to say anything else. I think it's time that I spoke with my lawyer. King 1 leverage over Franklin. Okay. And as my last action, I will be searching the suspect. So, Franklin, I go on 1016. Watch the arm. Frank yells at you as you pat him down. There's a bankruptcy notice in his pocket for Spade Construction. He snatched it from you. That's none of your business. Look at L. Okay, yeah, we already know now L. So, regain my 4 action. Go down to turn 7. Um, Question, move. Okay, I'm gonna question him then about the bankruptcy. So, Franklin 597. The contract to build the new federal courthouse was worth over 10 million. I didn't even lobby for it because Tom was head of the planning committee, my own son-in-law, and then he gave it to another company. With the stroke of a pen, he ruined me. I lose the company, the house, 16, everything. And I'm gonna use my leverage on him as well. Okay, there's a house on 16 right next. Okay, and I did push it, so 11, 19. Franklin snapped when you challenge him. You think I'm lying about my destitution? I only wish I was detective. My empire is crumbling, and you have the gall to question whether I'm telling you the truth. Damn you to hell. Franklin's not hiding anything this time. Gain 1 stress. Okay, then I will be move. So I don't think there's a lot of thing to do, and I haven't started questioning the other character here. So if I move, search, move, search next turn, move, search. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna move to City Hall 46, and I'm gonna search. Wait, before I do that, I did search him. So before leaving, I will search the location 48. Maybe there's something I can find. 48. I go on to 40. You toss the office but don't find anything of note other than 2 magazines laying across his deck. Look at G. Ooh, G. Magazine. One contains crossword puzzle and riddle. The other features Franklin Spade on the cover, a Winchester rifle crawl in his arm. The mailing address is affixed to the front. Is this address at 16? Okay, okay. Oh, I think I'll go. City Hall is nothing. Yeah, so move to 22, move to 16. Reset my faction, go down on turn 6. Then I will be searching location 16 and found 609. You go through the trash behind Franklin's house. It's a tad humiliating, but he'll do whatever the job requires. After a few minutes, you come up with a suspicious wad of bloody bandage. Look at I. I? A wag of rad covered in dried blood. Okay. Interesting. So I'll put my cap. Yeah, I will be moving to the widow. I'm gonna ask a question about the gun that we found on the crime scene. So she is Madeline. The gun is H. I go on 774. I've never seen that before, detective. Sorry, I can't be more helpful. Yeah, but your dad told me that you shot him. So I will risk it. I will push it. 594. Madeline's a terrible liar. She's seen the gun before and you're sure of it. But when you press her, she stiffens. You can speak to my lawyer. We're done here, detective. You caught her in a lie, but you'll need to find another avenue to the truth. Gain one leverage over Madeline. So one leverage, and I forgot I had a stress later. Okay, okay. Then, as my last action of the turn, I will search the suspect. So Madeline, I go on 773. Madeline is indulgent but doesn't resist. You're a disgrace to the force, officer. I have a mind to report this to your commanding officer. You don't find anything of note. Okay, so I reset my full action. Go down on turn 5. Okay. Then I'm gonna ask her while I'm still there. So I'm gonna ask search the location. Yeah, I'm gonna search location number 5. Maybe I'll find something. 549. You make a beeline for Madeline's bedroom and start going through her closet. What are you doing? She screeches at you as you start pulling shoes out and examining them. She's a size 9, and judging by the dominant color scheme of her wardrobe, clearly has a liking for the color red. Okay, so we found the red shoe and the same size as her. Okay, then I'm gonna question her about the Winchester, the letter K, the other side. So Madeline about K 552, and I'm gonna use my leverage on her. Here, I went to Englewood. I know a bit about rifle detective, and I can tell you that this gun will never fire again. However, I'm sure you've already figured that out of your own, and to be clear, I've never seen this before. Yeah, I did push it, so 965. To be absolutely clear, you know she's lying and that she's seen the rifle before. She blanches when you refuse to let go of the subject. That belonged to Papa. But what happened to it? She catches herself. I'm not going to say anything else on this subject until I've had a chance to speak to my liar detective. Gain one leverage over Madeline. Okay, getting one leverage. Okay then, as my next question, the the dry blood, the cloth on Madeline, letter I, 638, and I'm gonna use my leverage on her again. That's disgusting, detective. Why are you showing me these things? Okay, I did push it, so 424. You wonder how Madeline can keep such a straight face while lying through her teeth. Madeline deflated when you challenge her response. I shot him. I shot Papa. I didn't want to, but I had no choice. Madeline burst into tears. The next day, Archie came and patches him up at the house, gain one leverage over Madeline. Okay, gain 11, and she shot her father? Okay, she shot her father with that gun. That's why it's missing. But that does not tell me anything. Oh wow. Okay, this one is very okay. Okay, I am dug with the spades for the cold and the dead. When time has run out, I'm a spade's final death. When I am the Anglewood, I've been there. The 10 of spades, front side. Okay. Uh, then I will ask as my last question, how about her husband? Madeline, about 896. And again, I'm gonna use my leverage on her. Tom said he was meeting someone at Griffith Park 30. I thought it was strange that he was going to Griffith so late that at night, but I didn't say anything. I'm sorry, detective. I don't know who he was meeting with. Okay, the park, yeah, it's next to the Hollywood sign, but I did push it, so 835. You can tell when you're being told a lie, and Madeline's trying to feed you a Whopper right now. She quickly changed her tune. I must have misremembered, detective, but the truth is that Tom not only ruined Papa, he was also screwing Archie, little bitch. She catch her breath. I love Tom. I did, but he was a real bastard. Look at L and G gain one leverage over Madeline. So gain one leverage. L, we know that the bankrupt. Then G, new card information. Veronica Spade was having an affair with Tom Dillinger. Ooh, that is very interesting. Okay, then I reset my 4 action, go down on turn 4. Then I will be moving. So moving 16, moving to 85. Question Veronica about the affair that we had the information. So letter G. Veronica about G, that's 550. Damn right I screwed him, detective, but last time I checked that wasn't a crime. Veronica winks at you. Yeah, I know that it's not a crime, but I need for immersion. You're not lying to me, but you're not telling me the whole truth. So I will push it. 494. There must be more to the affair than Veronica is letting on. So you apply some pressure. She bristled. Tom was a diversion from the mundanity of my daily life. But that's all it was. Nothing more than a romp between the sheets. You believe her and silently kick yourself for misjudging the situation. Gang stress. Okay, she did have an affair with him. Okay, then I'm gonna. I'm gonna ask question. No, I'm gonna search her. Directly searching her. So Veronica, 481. You look Veronica up and down. Be my guest, detective. As you can see, I don't have anything to hide. It's true. As skimpy as it is, there's no chance she's hiding anything in her bathing suit. There's no need to search her. Okay, so she was hiding nothing. Regain my fortune. Go down on turn 3. Think I will go see Archie then. So move 96, move to 54. Ask question about the affair. Did he know about that? So Archie, the affair is letter G. So 389. Archie raised his eyebrow slightly at this news. Is that so? He proceeded to think about this a moment later and then nodded. Yes, I believe you're right. That makes sense. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a patient to attend to. Yeah, you're not telling me the whole truth. I will push it. 198. There's no way in hell a man can be that calm when learning of his wife's infidelity.
but Archie's spade appeared to be the exception. You get in his face, but he barely bats an eye. Detective, I could care less about my wife's indiscretion. That is the truth. Although I can see that's hard for you to understand. I bear her no ill will. Is there anything else you'd like to ask me? King one stress. So stress number three. Reset that. Go down one last turn to solve the crime. Then I will ask question about the victim. Yeah. So Archie, did you know about 598? There are not many clean politicians in Los Angeles. Tom, unfortunately, was not the exception to that rule. He made many enemies, especially within the mob. Chinatown 52 in particular. Okay, so again, another location to maybe see. Uh, no, I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna push it. 12. You're certain Archie is lying. You press a little and he changed his story. I must have misspoken about Chinatown, detective. The truth is that my father always said that Tom was the son he never had. Archie barks a short, cruel laugh. I guess he'll need to start looking for another, better son than the one my mother gave birth to. Gain one leverage over Archie. Okay, I gain a leverage. 52 was a dud. Okay, that was my action. Reset. Go down on turn 2. This is my last turn. I still haven't found the other mystery card. Okay. I'm gonna search the suspect. He is Archie 1089. Archie, submit to your search without saying anything. You find nothing. Are you finished now, detective? I have patience I must get to. Okay, then I will be moving to see the father. Then I'm gonna ask Franklin about the paper that we found. So, Franklin, about letter G, that's 461. Apart from making money, they are my two love, solving puzzle and hunting. Franklin looks fondly at the cover of National Sportsman. I look good in that picture, don't I? That's the rifle my father gave me and when I was a boy. Okay, but that's the rifle we found on YouTube. So I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna push it to 1003. Franklin become angry when you try to question him further about the magazine. I don't know why you're insisting I'm lying, detective, but I was telling the truth. I love puzzle and I love hunting. Perhaps those things are a crime now? You shake your head, embarrassed that you choose the wrong time to press your subject. Gain one straight. Okay. Last question then. I'm gonna ask about the bloody cloth 221. I had a hunting accident and Archie came to patch me up. See, I don't care for hospital, which is why my son handled it at the house. Yes, but we know that's Madeline who shot you, so I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna push it to 605. That's a steaming pile of BS, and you call Franklin on it immediately. He's scared that you caught him in a lie, but tried to cover it with rage. Are you going through my house now, detective? Your commanding officer will hear about this. No one treats a spade this way. He refused to say anything else. Gain one leverage over Franklin. So, gang. a leverage over Franklin. Then, as my last action, mm, 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 the affair, no. Last action, um, yeah. I'm gonna ask him about himself. So, Franklin, about card B, 278, and I'm gonna push it. The spade name is synonymous with money, power, and influence. This city would not be half of what it is without me.
Okay, I did challenge it, so 670.
Franklin's bluster is covering for something, and when you pull back the curtain, you discover its despair. He put his face in his hands. I don't know what I'm going to do. I was the most powerful businessman in Los Angeles, but now I have nothing. I've been reduced to dirt. Look at L, gain one leverage over Franklin.
Regain my leverage. L, we know the company was bankrupt. So that is my last action. I'll need to solve it. Uh, who did it and why? I have nothing, nothing. I have three mystery cards that give me nothing. Find them to find me. We had the church. Olympic Stadium does not. She's at Point Franklin. Okay. Um, I will try it. Yeah. So I think the father did it, Doug Franklin. Franklin Spades 29. He did it with the bent Winchester rifle, letter K, that's 210. I think money and greed, 150. 389. Nope. Okay, so final guess now. Go up to turn 3. I have 3 more turns to solve it. Okay, I need to find the other information about the mystery card. So the first one I found was this one. Find them to find me, a cross, a leaf, and a diamond. We went to the church that gave us the Ten of Spade with Fear Not My. I think the next card will have something written next to it. And a point to a cemetery. I need to find the leaf and the diamond. The diamond is not the baseball, maybe a casino. Do I have some botanical garden over here? So okay, I'll do that. So I did reset my fraction. So 2 action, move, 19, 2, search location number 2. I go on 1075.
You wander through the gardens, unsure of what you're looking for. One of the gardening notice you and approach. Are you looking for the king? He says. He hands you a playing card. You ask him who gave it to him, but he doesn't know. He received an anonymous letter with a wad of cash and instruction to give the card to anyone who came investigating at the garden. Look at mystery card 4 and 5.
Okay, yes, I was right. So, mystery card number 5, 4.
I show you all and bring you life, but gaze at me and you will weep. The answer's not when I awake, instead it's when I go to sleep. What? Okay. And the other side of the card, the Jack. Blade with cleansing. So if I put it in that order, I have fear not my blade with cleansing, and I think I have more information. So I show you all and bring you life, but gaze at me and you will weep. The answer's not when I awake, instead it's when I go to sleep. Plus what? The Jack of Spade. Okay, okay. Okay, so I show you all. Put it again. I show you all and bring you life. The flower. Uh, I show you all and bring you life. I'm at the botanical garden. I think the sun. But gaze at me and you will weep. The answer is not when I wake, but instead when I go to sleep. I have what is Sunset Boulevard here, which is sun and set when he's sleeping. Okay, so I will be moving to 17, go down on turn 2, reset my 4 action, move to Sunset Boulevard 33, searching location 33. I go on 9-8. Sunset Boulevard stories home to the Sunset Street and the city's most tantalizing slice of nightlife. It's the middle of the afternoon, so instead it's packed with bored housewives shopping away their husband's paycheck. You don't have a bored housewife on your list of suspects, so you gun it, looking for lead somewhere else.
Okay, that's not there.
So again, if I go on my first card, I have the church, I have the leaf, and I have the diamond. Diamond, it's either the playing card or it's not Windy Field. Is there another? And it's not the Olympic Stadium. Okay. Mm, Tarpit, Hollywood Ball, Chateau Marmont, the only one. Apartment Hotel, Layla McCartney's have been there. The Olympic Wingfield, Oil Refinery, City Hall, Long Beach, Horseshoe, House, Point Fernan, Montebello, There's a Glove, Colquhoun, Line Farm, Country Club, Ascot Speedway, Hotel Vista del Arroyo, Saint Louis, Sycamore Park, Occidental College. There's a temple there, Glendale. Oh, Black Diamond Casino. There's a casino there. So I will be moving to the casino and searching the casino, which is 34. I go on 579. You sit down for a game of blackjack. The dealer takes a long look at you and says, if you're looking for the Black King, then this is for you. He hands you a playing card. This was left at the table the other night with instruction to give it to anyone looking out of place. Look at mystery card 6 and 7.
Yes.
So, next mystery card 6. I am equal man, a place to fish. I that squint, a home for ship. Am I? What? Ooh, 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 ooh. Uh, if I combine those cards, plus what am I? Okay, okay. And the other side of the card is the queen of spade. Still, I cut two. So if I combine again in that order, moving that, I have fear not my blade. With cleansing steel, I cut two something, which is the king of spade. But plus what am I? If I put that on the other side, I show you how and bring you to life. But yes, I mean you will the answer no. In fact, the sunset. I'm equal man, a place to fish. I that squint a home for ship. So there's pier. Is there a pier somewhere? I have the horseshoe pier over here, and I have the Ocean Park amusement pier. So, okay, I reset my for action, go down on turn 1. So, 1, 2, 3, search. Okay, it's the Ocean Park or the Horseshoe Pier. Equal men, apart to fish. Sunset Pier. I have Sunset Pier here. So, yes, 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 yes. Okay, I will move 1 to 17, move 2 to 15, search location 15, 15, I go on 9. You find a cloth bag hanging underneath the pier. You open it up and almost lose your lunch. It's Tom Dillinger severed head, a single bullet hole in his forehead. Stuffed inside his mouth is another playing card. Look at C in mystery card 8 and 9.
Oh yeah. So first thing first, look at C. C. Sever head. A burlap sack containing Tom Dillinger's severed head. There's a single bullet hole in his forehead. And in his mouth, we had the other scene. I am the Black King. Who am I? Okay. And the other side is save and bleed to heal. So if I put the card in the order, we have fear not my blade with cleansing steel. I cut to save and bleed to heal. Okay. So I found the church, I found the garden, and I found the casino that give me all the three cards. Um, fear not my blade with cleansing steel. I cut to save and bleed to heal. So okay, and I am the Black King. Who am I?
Okay. Okay. So I don't know. I have one action. Those cards I cannot ask the suspect about this. Who am the Black King? We had a church, we had the Botanical Garden, we had a casino and a pier. The father loved puzzle and to hunt. Okay, we'll yeah, I will be moving to see the daughter. So that was my last action. I need to solve it. So I think again the Black King is the father, Franklin. So it's Franklin, 29. This time with the pistol H, 150. And I'll keep my motive, which is money greed. Another 150. So 329. Nope. Okay, so I go down, up, turn 3. And I have 3 more turn for the last time. Okay. Okay, so before doing a turn, I think I'll try something else. I think I think I will solve it. I think it's the son, Archie. So it's Archie, 380. He did it with the pistol H, 150, and the need to be noticed, 175, because he was not happy that Franklin was favoring Tom. 705. No. Okay, then I'm gonna try it with the other gun. I still think it's Archie, 380, with the other gun, 210, and I'll keep the need to be noticed, 175. 765. The captain invites you into his office. Congratulations, detective, you've done it. You've solved the case and brought Tom Dillinger killer to justice. You have successfully solved the Black King. Turn to page 37 to the Chisel casebook and to read the epilogue. Yes, yes, yes. I was thinking that the Black King with the way it's the card I say like fear not my blade. With cleansing steel, I cut to save and bleed to heal. So that's all pointing to a doctor. The son is a doctor. So, the epilogue. Tom Dillinger lit a cig and took a deep drag. The view of the city behind the Hollywoodland sign was one of the best he'd seen. It was a bit out of the way for a meeting, but Franklin had insisted. The man was his father-in-law. He at least owed him that much. As chair of the city planning committee, Tom had intended to award the contract to for the new federal courthouse to Spade Construction. Madeline was pushing him to do it, and Franklin thought he was all but guaranteeing it. But then Veronica entered the picture. Tom wasn't an idiot. He knew Veronica was a manipulative vixen only interested in herself. But he didn't care. He was intoxicated with her, and it was long before they were seeing one another every spare moment they could find. When Veronica subtly began to suggest that perhaps Spade's Construction shouldn't be awarded the contract, that Franklin was an egoist egotistical maniac who was simply using him to line his already deep pockets even further, and that Madeline was a cold fish more interested in being a spade than a Dillinger. Tom allowed himself to be convinced. He pushes the committee to give the contract to another firm. When the news broke, Franklin had asked, no, that wasn't the right word. He had begged for this meeting. Headlight announced Franklin's arrival. The elder Spade killed the engine, got out, walked around, and leveled his prize rifle, a Winchester Model 70, right at Tom's head. Really, Franklin? You're going to shoot me? Tom chuckled and took another drag on the cig. There was a desperation in Franklin's voice when he spoke. Give Spade the contract, Tom. Do the right thing. We overextended ourselves, and I lose everything if we don't get the courthouse. Tom shook his head. Sorry, Frank. It's a done deal. Committee is already voted, and there's nothing I can do. Franklin grimaced. Then die, you son of a bitch. The gunshot rang out suddenly, and Tom dropped his cigarette in surprise. Madeline had suspected for weeks that Tom and Veronica had been seeing one another, but she had chosen to remain in denial. Her Tom wouldn't really be shaking up with that witch Archie had married, wouldn't he? Tom's shocking decision to give the courthouse contract to another firm had sealed it for her. Veronica was screwing her husband and had poisoned him against the family. She loaded her revolver and followed him up in the middle of the road to the Hollywood sign, convinced that she would find him with Veronica. Instead, she found her father leveling his hunting rifle right at Tom's head. Despite his failure and betrayal, she still loved Tom. Almost without thinking, she shot her father in the shoulder. Oh, Papa, what have I done? Madeline dropped the gun and ran to where Franklin had fallen, losing one of her heel in the process. Tom was shocked to see her. Madeline, what are you doing here? He wasn't sure whether it was Madeline's sudden appearance or that she had shot her father in the shoulder that had shocked him more. Madeline turned on him as she helped her father up. I know about you and Veronica, you bastard. She managed to get Franklin into the back seat of the car. Tom tried to approach her. Maddie, No, I love you, Tom, but don't you dare speak to me. She got into the car and took off. I'm sorry, Papa. I'm so sorry. Madeline knew if she took Franklin to the hospital there would be too many questions, so she drove her father home and called Archie instead. She couldn't reach him at his home or at the hospital, but she left messages, and the next morning he showed up with his medical kit. He's in here, Archie. Papa's been shot. Archie quickly went to work, removing the bullet from Franklin's shoulder and stitching him up. After an hour, Franklin regained consciousness and opened his eyes. Well, look at that. You're finally good for something around here. Archie was used to this. You're welcome, father. The old man glared at him. And where the hell were you last night? I could have bled to death. I had business to attend to. Very important business. Business with Tom Dillinger. Archie knew about the meeting between Tom and his father, and he had watched everything play out from the shadow. After his sisters stepped away with their wounded father in the back seat, Archie walked up to Tom and slapped him in the back. Tom practically jumped out of his shoe. Archie, you almost give me a heart attack. You're here too? What the hell is going on? Archie wanted to say that he was tired of his father ignoring him and his accomplishment for years. He wanted to say that he had only married Veronica because he thought he would please his father, only to discover that Spade universally loathed her. He wanted to say that he was fed up with being invincible to the only man whose opinion he truly cared about. Instead, he walked over to his father's hunting rifle, picked it up, and aimed at Tom. Tom started to backing away. If this is about Veronica, I can explain. It's not what you think. Archie barked out a harsh laugh. I'd expected what I think, Thomas. But this isn't about Veronica, although I imagine that hard for you to believe. And then Archie shot Tom in the head. He stared at the body for an hour before calmly set about removing Tom's head. Since his father loved puzzles and riddles so much, Archie decided that he would give him the ultimate puzzle to solve. Leaving a trail of riddle and clues across the city, Archie ended his evening standing in front of the Spade lot, looking into the empty grave that would be his father's final resting place. Taking the rifle, he smashed it against the gravestone until the barrel was bent, and then he tossed it into the grave. You'll see me now, father. I won't be a disappointment. I won't be invisible. I am your son, your flesh and blood, and you will know that I am here. I am the Black King, and you will know that I exist. Solving the crime! So it was Archie with the Winchester and the need to be noticed. And the solution of the card right here. So I do hope you like that was the Black King. I do hope you like it. If you do, please put a like on this video. Don't forget to follow me. It will help me a lot. And see you next time. Bye bye.